Live from NBC4, this is the Channel 4 News at 5.
If we had an earthquake right here, right now, how would the newly retrofitted LAX theme building hold up? Would it pass the test? Scientists put it to the test this morning. Gordon Tokumatsu is out at LAX right now to tell us what happened there. Gordon.
Well, Colleen, how would you like to be munching on a sandwich here at the Encounter restaurant at LAX in the middle of an 8.0 earthquake? Well, some engineers told us you'd probably be okay, and they took us to the very top of this thing, the observation deck, to show us why. We took a stroll along the Encounter's rooftop with a guy who had one of the hardest jobs, Nato Flores. His task? Keep this eye-catching icon looking the same while retrofitting it to withstand an 8-point earthquake. How much danger was this building in a big earthquake?
Well, I'm sure that there was danger to it. I don't want to, I'm not the structural engineer who designed it.
The restaurant's seen some challenging times of late. 3 years ago, giant chunks of stucco started crashing to the ground, underscoring half a century of service. After closing, then reopening for business, airport officials decided to upgrade it for quake safety. You see that blue cylinder wedged up through the middle of the restaurant? Well, you can't really tell from here, but it just got a lot heavier. 600 tons heavier. First time in the U.S., say engineers. 22 solid steel plates bolted in place inside that column. Flores and his team worked with UCLA quake experts to come up with this computer model. The steel acts as a counterweight when the earth starts slipping and sliding, and because of the spider-like design of the building, they had to put it at the very top.
What it does is it slows down that movement of the building. It keeps the building from reaching the frequency that it would during an earthquake.
Says Flores, and says the computer model. But how do you test their theory without actually recreating an 8-point earthquake? You do it with this thing called a mass shaker. And this morning, when they got it cranked up, the Encounter's restaurant shook and shimmied and vibrated. Our camera's shot looked like we'd left it on a railroad track. Did the restaurant's eggs get scrambled? Did the building pass its quake safety test? Will diners be able to ride out the worst the San Andreas fault has to offer? And the answer is, we don't know. Not yet anyway, because it's going to take a while to go through all of that computer data. The engineers, though, tell us that what they saw here today is promising. Live at LAX, Gordon Tokumatsu, Channel 4 News.
What a great-looking building, too. Thanks, Gordon. The body of a Los Angeles mother of two who was murdered in Cancun, Mexico.